What's going on, guys? I did everything properly today. We're all good. Although I did forget to charge my wireless headset. So I have my wired headphones into my phone right now to watch the game. Texans and Carolina. Throwing out by Carolina to start. So here we go. In our franchise, Jameis Winston imploded. Something like, I don't know, 6 picks. 6 turnovers by Jameis Winston himself. And we don't know who we're going to play in the Super Bowl. So let's see. The Titans. Good play to Brandon Cooks. So that is big. Let's look at the Pro Bowl roster, and then we'll kind of look through our roster to see if there's anyone that made the Pro Bowl. So, of course, Tom Brady. Mahomes, who's not in the Super Bowl, he's going to be the QB1. Winston, Jackson, Newton, Prescott, Caffrey, Chubb, Robinson over in Jacksonville. Mara, Elliott, Mixon. We don't really have a fullback, so I don't expect anything there. Good play by Shaq Thompson. Devontae Adams, Juju Smith-Schuster. That's Calvin Ridley. Tyreek Hill, Tyler Boyd, Michael Thomas, Coop, Davis, Sammy Watkins, CeeDee Lamb. Ooh, 2 Cowboys quarterbacks or receivers, and one of their quarterbacks, and their halfback. Wow, is this entire Cowboys offense? Gronk, Kelsey, Pitts, the rookie getting in there. Hunter Henry, Ingram, Gesicki, Bakhtiari, Armstead, Brown, Staley, Marpet, Jenkins. Is that Elton Jenkins that's on the Packers? Richie Incognito, Ryan Jensen, Lindor, Lindsley, Boy, Zach Martin. There's another Cowboy. White Teller, Castro, Wirfs, Beluga, Ramzik, another Cowboy. So on defense, Watt, Agba, Sue's in there, Leonard Williams, Brent Clark, Fletcher Cox, DeForest Buckner, Osa, Lorenzo Carter. Okay. He is always a sleeper. Lorenzo Carter was very, very good in our Bears franchise, both of them, and in our Dolphins franchise in Madden 21. He's always a sleeper, good player. Miles Jack, Wagner, Devin Bush, Shaq Thompson, Nwosu, Bobby Okereke. Corners, Howard, Murphy, Humphrey, Brown. I'm not sure who that is, Brown. Marshawn Lattimore, J.C. Jackson. And I think that's Akeem Jackson. Could be wrong by that. Names are hard to remember. Antoine Winfield Jr., who I wish the Bears would have drafted in real life. I think that's the piece that they're missing on defense right now. I would rather have Antoine Winfield Jr. instead of Cole Kmet. Davis, Reed, McCain, Burgess, Derwin James, Simmons, Johnson, Prater, Hecker, Gaskowski, Nicewander, Jod Penny, Johnson, Wallace, and Darby. Okay, let's kind of look at our roster. Since we're in the Super Bowl, we don't have anything. Let's look at who So Wilkinson is a reserve guy. Of course, he's not going to be up there. Deion Bush played some snaps. I don't think. Yeah, he's not going to be in there. We went a different direction in our with our safeties. Daz Newsome? I don't think he played enough. He's only played in the playoffs, so I think he's going to get some big stuff with Marquise Goodwin probably moving on. Alex Bars is reserve guy. Nice. Jesper Horsted. That's a good one for Nichols. He's going to be taking over. Great play by McCaffrey. Whoops. I think we missed too many field goals with Santos. Jordan Fuller only really played for us for the most part. Let's look at his ratings. Okay. Got O'Donnell. Angelo Blackson. Marquis Christian didn't see the field a whole bunch. Ooh, 3 block shedding. Thomas Graham. Thomas Graham has played pretty well for us in the slot. Darnell Mooney. I think Mooney could have gotten in there. Pro Bowl appearance. So Darnell Mooney got in the Pro Bowl. Whoops. Good deep threat. Catching traffic, deep route, medium route, release, spin move, change of direction. We can get that speed. He does have elite 98 speed though. Okay, let's look at this from a roster standpoint. What about Allen Robinson? No, Allen Robinson didn't get in the Pro Bowl. What about Monty? Monty had a good amount of yards, but I don't think he... No. What about Fields? Fields, Pro Bowl. That's one. Um, what Daniels? Nope. Okay, so it's Fields, Mooney on the offense. Gotta change that back. Let's look at Roquan. Roquan did not make it. Did he have? Okay. What about Khalil? Yeah, it looks like Khalil got in, but for some reason it's not a. It's his seventh. What about Johnson? Nope, Jalen didn't get in. Get anything there? What about Eddie? He was out maybe a couple of weeks, so probably not. Nope. Okay. Cohen, nope. Wow, Sam Darnold. So, Keem Hicks is back for the Super Bowl. Let's leave this talent open. These talent points. Okay. Justin Fields. He got Offensive Rookie of the Year. And he goes up to a superstar dev. Let's go. Let's see if there's any other dev changes. At face value. Darnell Mooney goes to a superstar. For his stats. Alright. On defense. No change. No change in the defense. Okay. Okay, we got, for whatever reason, it changed our depth chart. Yeah, it's good. Jesse James, the fullback. Okay. Komet's taking that. This is going to be Larry Borum. Larry Borum is our right tackle. And Tevin Jenkins is our left tackle. Okay, Hicks is back. Back. Smith Trevathan. So let's put it like that because Thomas Graham's our slot corner anyway. Fuller's here. Gibson's up in the box. We play mostly a safety in the box. Conan Newsom, kick returner. Put Cohen and Bird there. Third down back. Cohen, Herbert, Williams. Power, it goes Montgomery, Williams, Herbert. Okay. Slot receiver, Darnell Mooney, then Bird, then Ridley. Yep. So rush is Mack. Twins on the right. Hicks and Nichols. Roquan, Gibson, Thomas Graham, Shelley. Okay. So it only changed up our offensive line a little bit for whatever reason. Okay, here we go. Every coach dreams to host the Lombardi Trophy's confetti race down, and you have a chance to do it this week. What would it mean? It's just the beginning. We got Justin Fields. It is just the beginning for us. Obviously, it would mean a lot, but my dreams are so much bigger than just this game. One ring is enough. One parade is enough. It's just the beginning. We got extra staff points for that? Okay. Scouting college players during the Super Bowl. That is the weirdest, strangest thing. Let's see. I guess all the other teams gotta have to do something. Where's here it is. Oh, because the All-Star game. With Lawrence. Lawrence, a receiver. Barnett's refusal to put in weight room. And Zach Rett. I wish EA, please put these guys, their positions, like Thomas Rett, put Zach Rett, parentheses, left outside linebacker, right outside linebacker, middle linebacker, CB, or something like that. Or give me a better description than that, because I don't know where Zach Rett is in the draft. No idea. I have no idea where Barnett is. Maybe he's a lineman on either side. And then the DBs with Lawrence, that has enough descriptive words to know that we're talking about a receiver. But we also could be talking about a tight end. So I don't know. Like that's an attention to detail issue. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm looking for. Lawrence Goings? It's an attention to detail type deal. Yeah, he's a receiver, Lawrence. So that one actually says he's a receiver. Whoops. Lawrence, Burnett, and Rhett. Kevin Lawrence. Ooh, if he falls the second round, that's our draft pick. There's Bennett, the left side linebacker. And then what happens if you have two Bennetts? See, I don't know where the other guy is. Zach Rat. It also might be a good thing. To put in something to where you can just click on the draft story and maybe it'll take you to the scouting. That might be a quality of life thing. The funny part is, if we were talking about any other game right now, a mod would exist. Here he is. A mod would exist to put that in the game. If we were talking about any other game. Okay. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. If we were talking about any other game, there would be so many quality of life changes from modders just to be able to navigate menus more consistently without clicks, more descriptive. You'd be able to see information in just a better light. But you can't really say, well, on a console game you can't do that. Well, yeah. However, what do you say for games like Days Gone, which was a console game and later came out as a PC game? What do you say for a game like I think Red Dead Redemption as well, but that's the same idea. There's just so many things quality of life wise I think modders would be able to do with this that it would make it so easier to see what is displayed on the menu. But also you have the issue that you also have the issue with the fact that, well, there's two versions of the game, which I think is silly. Who we worried about? They play a lot of zone. Zone blitz, so they do a lot of man coverage. You know what? We're gonna throw it deep. We're gonna stretch the field out. We finally have a playoff game that we don't have any issues. Okay, Borum, Vildor, Thomas Graham, Justin Fields. At this point, do we need this one for Justin Fields? This would upgrade him. Will that upgrade really be a big thing, though? Maybe. Let's do it. Okay, no injuries, please. Okay. No injuries. Leo Herbert. Acceleration, that's good. His power up. Gets 1 strength as well. Okay. He's getting better. I like Borum. Especially real life, I think he could be a good piece at right tackle. I think they put him on the IR though. Okay. We kind of went through the yearly awards already. Here we go. Super Bowl. Full game. I've messed with the substitutions to try to fix the substitution bug. But we'll see. We got the coin toss back. For only 1 game. But here we go. We kick it off. And this is at SoFi Stadium. Okay. Let's go. We're going up against Ryan Tannehill, making his first playoff or first Super Bowl appearance. What's a playoff appearance? Super Bowl appearance. Let's see if our defense can carry us today, because that is how we got here. The defense. Going deep, and that's into double coverage. Eddie Jackson there. That's going outside. Good tackle. Gibson checks in. Looks like the substitutions are working. The substitution changes, at least. That sucks because if we do go to Damian Williams, he'll hardly ever be out there unless we have a big fatigue issue. But Tariq Cohen has some room. Tariq Cohen showing off a little bit of Devin Hester here. And that is a touchdown. Let's go. In a year that will likely see Devin Hester into the Hall of Fame in real life. This is insane. Tariq Cohen showing off his inner Devin Hester. Let's go. And we are there. And down he goes, Khalil Mack. You could definitely see a guy like McCaffrey, what he does at that offense. I can't wait to see Tariq Cohen back around like week 6 or 7. He's going to go over the middle, and that's going to be a big one against Jordan Fuller. And that's Julio Jones. I did forget that we got some Julio Jones action. It looks like the biggest piece they needed to do is take some pressure off the run game, but also the passing game with A.J. Brown. Oh, wow, I got beat. Danny Trevathan, good stand-up tackle there, baby. And that's Rashad Evans. Or no, not Rashad Evans. Is that Devin Evans? Or Devon? Wow, I'm horrible with names, but I'm not remembering. It's a good run. It's not a great throw by Darnold. That has to be better. Don't worry about those interceptions. I threw 25 interceptions. 2025, so. In the sim, Justin Fields is a monster. Alright, showing blitz right side. Probably a zone blitz. We do know they mostly do zone blitzes. Come on, Cole. Oh, I forgot that Lovie Smith is the defensive coordinator of Texans. No wonder the Texans are playing well defensively. So here we go, Justin Fields. Wow. They're playing very fundamentally sound, which I would expect from a Lovie Smith defense. So I'm not expecting some crazy stuff. It's going to take a couple years for that Texans defense, but... Going across his body, that's an errant throw, but should have still been caught by the tight end. Duke Shelley in the slot. We're going to play a little bit of him. I can't get there. Nice edge set by Khalil Mack. Oh, wow, he escaped the pressure. That's incomplete. Good fundamentally sound play by the Texans. Lovie Smith, man. Ooh, and Khalil Mack is banged up on that play. That is not good. Bruce shoulder? I'm sorry, Matt. This is the biggest game of your career, baby. We've had the ball for like 2 snaps. Come on, you gotta make that play. And that's Jalen Johnson undercutting the pass to McMath. And Jalen, a pick 6. So it's been the defense and the special teams showing up today. We haven't had an offense to come out, and that is just good tight man coverage. And McMath just, nothing he could do with that. That's a bad decision. We've run 3 offensive plays in this game. A punt return for touchdown. And an interception pick 6 for Jalen Johnson. So tonight the goal is to play the Super Bowl and do the offseason and maybe sim through the preseason. So that's the goal for tonight. But first, we got to win this game as Deshaun Gibson. Good run stop there. Next season, I'm thinking about going with a more linebacker traditional scheme here. But we don't have a linebacker that's on the team that can effectively do anything in pass protection if we needed it. Wow. That's Firster. We're gonna send 5 here. And there's Nichols. So that is a big injury for that almost the Texans. That Titans line is 3rd and 4. Going, and that is a great throw by Tannehill. Trying to pick on Thomas Graham Jr. in the slot. Maybe a little bit of McMath. And that's nowhere to go with that football. He's going to throw it away. Playing a lot of man here. Oh, that's a good run there. Good cutback scheme run. Oh, good run there. And Davis is banged up. Another offensive lineman. That's a good tackle there by Jordan Fuller. Did we bring his brother back, Kyle Fuller? I don't know. Vildor's been playing pretty well on the outside. It's a blessing game. Looks like the substitutions didn't get fixed by me changing the substitution rate, unfortunately. I think those only affect me. Man, Tariq Cohen in this return game. Cole Kmet has some room in the outside, breaking a tackle, nothing but green grass, and taken down by Farley at the 21 of the Titans. That's a big play. Looks like that was a man blitz there, something they don't do too often. And that's why we're going to go to Allen Robinson. Big hit there. He's able to hold on to it at the 2. And let's be smart here. It's all about putting points on the board. And there's the run. David Montgomery. Let's go. But this is the team I think that if Fields can play well, that this is a team that could actually do some damage if they can get in the playoffs. Wow, the edge is set by Mack. That is a great play. And that's great defense by Jalen. That's against Vildor. That's what I'm thinking about. We need another corner across from Jalen Johnson. It kind of depends who we can bring in. Can Thomas Graham play that outside? Maybe not. Maybe he's suited for that slot position right now. Going deep against, well, it don't matter. That's thrown out the back of the end zone. And he comes back past the sticks. It's 4th and inches. Well, I got 2 timeouts, a minute left. This is a team that beat the Chiefs, though. Oh my gosh. Tariq Cohen, another one. What do we have? The second coming of Devin Hester. Wow. The powers have been put into Tariq Cohen today. I don't care what it is right now. Tariq Cohen is the MVP of this game. He's not going to get it because the stats are different between kick return and punt return touchdowns. But if we had to give the MVP to players right now, it's Tariq Cohen. Oh my gosh, that's my guy there. That's my area. Nowhere to go. Ooh, that was almost caught by McMath. Seeing Madden commercials is hilarious. Well, we haven't needed an offense. 6 snaps. We just haven't needed it. Fields just relaxing. Marquise, good one. Darnell Mooney. I wanted to throw that. Like Fields will be running out of bounds. We don't want to take an injury. Commit in motion. Going in space. Jesse James out of the backfield. The special teams to play today. Jeez. Two special teams touchdowns, a defensive touchdown, and 2 on offense. I need to build this defense like this in the Eagles franchise. Which I'm going to be, after the stream, starting to cut a new episode, so hopefully that will be out tomorrow. We got nothing but time for that, so with the scouting update, pushed until October. There's no quick reason to get through that franchise. Roquan. Oh, come on, guys. The clock is not their friend. We need solid tackling in the field. Oh, that wheel route. That's some good blocking. That's good blocking in that formation. Good play call. Still a 2-possession game, though. Let's go, David Montgomery. Nowhere to go. Let's go. Jordan, let's get some good solid tackles. Not going anywhere with that one. That kick was almost blocked. Okay, 1 quarter left. Can he make it? About a 45-yarder. And wide left, he misses it. Would have had the distance. Quick pitch. This is typically a horrible play. To call, and it's there. Let's go. David Montgomery has the speed to get to the outside. He's open. He was given the inside there. On a slot corner, that's Darnell Mooney. All day, every day. And this is another route because of the defense and special teams. 2 touchdowns for Tariq Cohen. And he dropped it. Henry hasn't seen the ball much, only because of the fact that they've been in empty sets and passing downs, trying to catch up. Akeem Hicks. He's out of bounds. Lovie Smith is calling a great defense this Texans game. That is a fantastic play call by Lovie Smith. Oh, I missed that. Houston's defense is playing physical. Something I wish the Bears would play sometimes right now. In real life. Alright. Back to 11-point game. Bro, are you serious? You're going to give me all them yards? There's Evans. I wanted you to throw that. What a block by Tariq Cohen coming across the field to make that play. Jeez, Cohen. Third and 1, they're not going to stack the box. And we're going to easily pick that up with David Montgomery. Now they're going to stack the box with 7. Okay. K-Wan Shorts in that tackle. Tariq Cohen breaking a tackle there. Let's go, baby. He's done it all. Robinson's just going to go down inbounds. David Montgomery. And we have this game locked up right now at this point. I think one more first down and officially the timeouts don't matter. We can't implode. I have lost a game like that, but it doesn't matter. We win the Super Bowl. Let's go. Let's go. Run a couple of plays here. There it is. Victory formation. Justin Fields, the rookie quarterback, doing what I know only one quarterback has done as a rookie in winning the Super Bowl, and that's Tom Brady. I think it was Brady who won the Super Bowl in his rookie year. Actually, Brady was in his second season, so what's it, Big Ben? Big Ben was the rookie quarterback. I know there was one. I take that back. Justin Fields has now made a record as being the first rookie quarterback to win the Super Bowl in NFL history. And it's all on the back of the great special teams play of Tariq Cohen. Jalen Johnson had a pick 6, and it was great. Here's the trophy. The quarterbacks that have won it in year 2. There's 2 players that have won it in their first year as starters. That was Tom Brady in his second year in the season. And Kurt Warner had been in the league for quite some time, but his first year as a starter, he won it. We've had rookie quarterbacks make it to the championship game before, but none have made it to the Super Bowl. The youngest quarterback to win a Super Bowl is Ben Roethlisberger at 23 years old, and it does not matter because now it is Justin Fields at 22. The stats here, Justin Fields only had to throw it 14 times, 13 completions, 1 incompletion. Tannehill, 24-38. Just great. We didn't have to have a lot of offense. I didn't have to throw turnovers. Very blessing game. A lot of yards. Derrick Henry came in, but substitutions are messed up in Madden, so that's why he only has 4 carries. Racing McMath, trying to get some good matchups with him, the rookie, and, well, they paid with a touchdown. They got a touchdown with him, but we took one for a pick 6 with Jalen Johnson. Mooney has a TD of 45 yards. Jesse James. 1.5, 1 long. Hicks. It's all on Tariq Cohen. Jalen Johnson. Tackle zone coverage, play rec. Got an acceleration out of that. Kendall Vildor. He's up to a 73 overall. And that 4 to tackle. Wow. Well, his tackle's horrible, so that makes sense. Quincy Williams, who was on our practice squad, I think. Madden needs to implement the new practice squad rules. Although I get why, because you need to put a waiver system in Madden as well. Which I don't know how Madden has not done that before. But I think the issue with Madden is the fact that you go week by week, that it doesn't function how it should be. And I might do a video of how I think Madden should change the game. It'd be a complete change in franchise. It is far from this, but I think it'd be better. So of course, give me more money. Ted Phillips, I just gave you a Super Bowl ring. Give me the money. So at least there's a staff week, so that's one thing that's cool. So let's see how that one looked. They beat them 38-28. Why was this? Mahomes threw 2 picks. That's why. We didn't have an easy run to get there. Our playoff potential was in doubt the last 3 weeks, but we came in and played strong down the stretch. And hey, it's what you get. All right, advanced week. To the Super Bowl MVP is. Here we go. Patrick Mahomes is the NFL MVP. Well, let's start here. We win the Super Bowl against the Titans, 42-31. Jalen Johnson gets the MVP. So I believe at this point that we should have a rule. We'll double check that any Super Bowl MVPs get a dev trait boost across the board. That's something you should get. You get it for all the other ones, for Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, things like that. So that should make sense. We'll see who the Defensive Player of the Year run-up wise was. And if we see anything like that. So Jalen Johnson. Does he go up a dev trait? He should. No, he didn't. Yeah, let's do that. So it doesn't matter who it is, what team. So that's fantastic. So the MVP gets that. Personally, I think it should have been Tariq Cohen, but I don't know. I do not know why. One thing I also want to look is awards here. I wish that upgrade available thing would go away. So it goes to Lamar Jackson. These guys are already there. Okay. Yeah, same thing there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so they're X factors. Makes sense. Who was the... Okay, yeah. That's fine. Okay. So let's kind of sit back and look at our roster. So we got 27.4 million available. We need to get his Tevin Jenks pass block up. Dan Mustaver played well at center for us. Cole Kmet is finally taking over the reins. We'll see what he can do at tight end. Okay, manage staff. Also, another thing is I don't think coaches leave. So that's another thing as well. There's no staff movements. You have to actually. That would never happen. Joe Judge was the coach in New York for 1 year. Frank Reich. That would never happen. John McDermott. No. What? Wait, what? That's weird. We're just gonna keep our staff. There's no real reason to change staff. There's a. I'll talk about that in a video. An extra week that really doesn't matter to me. All right, retirements. Sue retires. Dwayne Brown, Alex Mack, Trent Williams. So that's a big thing for the 49ers. Jason Peters, Ben Garland, Big Ben, Jimmy Smith, Andrew Whitworth, Incognito, Sherman, Beecham, AP, Larry Fitz, Ted Ginn is there. Okay. John Bay Johnson. Well, let's look at it from this way. Let's look at it from a salary standpoint. So that's we're not going to re-sign Andy Dalton. Cohen we're keeping. Williams is gone. Feel good? Allen Robinson. Actually, we're going to go through. We're going to release him. We get that 10 million back, so that helps. Jenkins is a rookie. James Daniels. We got to re-sign James Daniels. And probably Mustafer. We don't have a right guard right now. Okay. And Wilkinson. Borum is our starting right tackle. We got Hicks for 15. I don't think there's really an issue to cut Blackson. I like what I see here. Eddie Goldman might be a trade piece this offseason. We can move Nichols to that right end position. And Tonga becomes the starter here. Trevathan. I think we're going to cut Trevathan. Atachu. I think we can get better here. So Burns is gone. We got Duke Shelley. Okay. That contract for Eddie Jackson is ridiculous. Okay. So it'll be our cuts. Now let's look at what we're seeing here. We'll let John Bay Johnson kind of do his own thing. Same thing with Damian Williams. Same thing with Deshaun Gibson. We're going to sign James Daniels to a 4-year. We're in here, $10.5 million. I think that's fair. We're gonna move on from Jimmy Graham. We're gonna move on from Damiere Byrd. Same thing with Marquise Goodwin. That was a 1-year deal. Pat O'Donnell, we're gonna bring him back for another year. Jesse James, no, we're not paying that. Andy Dalton, that's done. Nowhere Cush. No Artie Burns. Fetty as a reserve. You know what? I'm going to say no. No to Fetty. No to Wilkinson. No to Marquis Christian. Iggy, no, we're not giving you a $3 million deal. Crawford, no. Deion Bush, $2 million. Let's let him test and see. Same thing with Houston Carson. Horsted, we're not giving you $3 million. Mustafer, I'll give you a $2 million or a 2-year deal. Alex Barr. No. Mikhail London. Yeah. Sign him. That's a good deal there. That's who we'll resign. And we'll go into the next week. Another retirement. Wesley Woodyard. Wow, Woodley. Wesley Woodyard retires. Part of that Super Bowl team that played Cam with Danny Trevathan. Okay, so let's look at scouting first. Larry Vernon, Theo Riddick, and Thomas Merritt. Okay, we got 40. So let's look at this objectively. I don't think. Actually, let's look at this the opposite way. Let's look at free agents, then we'll look at what we need to target. It's gonna be best player available. So Devontae Adams is going to the Colts. Von Miller. We upgrade, and Von Miller wants $20 million. That's a no. Jason Kelsey. No. Devin McCourty, maybe to the Jets. J.C. Jackson. Okay. Raheem Mostert. Okay. Clowney. Marlon Mack. Michael Gallup. Little $10 million deal. Blaise Campbell. Got the Hightower. Leighton Vander Esch. That is intriguing to say the least. Olivier Vernon. Keanu Neal. Hard hitting safety. Jared Cook. No, we're not paying that. Fits. Now that's interesting. Fitz only wants $6 million. What's Rosen look like? That's a $2 million for 4 years. Give him a 2-year deal for $1 million. Not a great. He may not even take that. Actually, I take that back. I'll pay for Kyle Trask at 65 overall. I'll pay that much. No, I won't. I take that back. That's how much I'll pay. Okay, I feel good at halfback. Um, I'm fine with what we have. Hmm. A backup tight end. Who to go with? Hmm. I don't know. Do we not have much on the line? Ooh, Deshaun Hand. Deshaun Hand come in and play the right. I actually like that idea. Lorenzo Carter. Guy's a beast. Ooh, Michael Kendricks. Now that's interesting. Pull in Michael Kendricks in the middle. There's no way we're going to compete for Van Der Esch. It's just not going to happen. I don't want to compete with Eric Wilson. Eric Wilson's a good linebacker. Maybe another pass rusher. Also, I don't feel big on the corner market. Although Trey Flowers. Anthony Brown was the one. Thinking Will Parks. That's a very good deal. Will Parks. Actually, because Fuller is going to roll over to that strong safety. Trey Flowers. Let's see. How's Kendricks look? Is that the same one that's on? I might be having a. I'm thinking about Eric Kendricks. We're just Cardinals. I think with all the issues that Eddie Goldman has had, the most we can get is a third round pick for Eddie Goldman. But this was going to be a trade up pick. That's right. We're going to package Eddie Goldman in a trade to move up, maybe. So it's probably not the best idea to go there. We put one to Deshaun Hand. I might bring in Trey Flowers. Good speed, zone man, good acceleration, press, high motor, does have some discipline issues. And we play Trey Flowers on the outside. Okay, since we're very confused on what we could do, let's look at this from a college scouting standpoint. So we own obviously the last pick in the first round. So do we trade up? We're not looking for a quarterback. We're not really looking for a halfback. These guys were draft stories. Here's Theo Riddick. Also like Lawrence as well. Good shifty guy. Theo Riddick is probably the most technically sound receiver, though. Tyreek Tompkins, though. Zach Rett had some issues in the bench press, but other than that, hmm. That looks interesting here. Martin Bush. Greenfield. Curtis Ross. Okay. Speed rusher. Not great. I mean, maybe we can get Jack Bass. But is he going to be the guy that starts? Probably not. I like Clint Moore. Not very strong. Jose Hillhouse. Maybe we can get Daniel Means. Vernon's going to be picked way too high. Um, Good tight end class. Could Boozman fall? Probably. Okay, Vincent Mooney. Hmm. I feel like we can get a corner. With a middle linebacker, I'm not so sure. We don't. We only have one, right? Yeah, it's just Roquan and Williams. Well, let's sign Jordan Hicks to a 1-year deal. We don't need to pay that much for him. Could use a pass rusher. Dwayne Smoot. Could we have someone kick out from a end perspective? Bro, Basham has played that before. But I don't think that's even remotely an upgrade. Do we bring back a Fetty? Let's bring back a Fetty. Let's bring in... Who was it? Will Parks? A 2-year deal. We have $5 million left. Let's pull in Vic Beasley. No guaranteed money. I'm not giving Jesse James that contract. I do like Ricky Seals-Jones, though. A 2 tight end set. Chandon Sullivan here is Garyon Conley. I want to bring in another pass rusher. Although, Darren Lee might be able to come in. Jordan Hicks. Okay. Just kind of see what we have. So Will Parks comes in as to compete for safety. Fetty comes in a reserve, and Deshaun Hand becomes our right outside linebacker. Our inside end. Another retirement. Kurt Coleman. We got no deals. See all the staff moves. Let's see the changes. So Sean McDermott was hired by the Giants. The Bills hired Joe Judge. Thomas Peters is now the head coach of the Colts. The OC of the Colts is Jeremy Green with Craig Taylor, the DC. Frank Reich goes over to the Bills with Marlon Burgess. DC of the Steelers is Louis Fox. Jared Pratt is the OC for the Ravens. Dana Clausen for OC for the Cowboys, and Freddie Bates OC for the Seahawks. So that's your coaching changes. So that means Deshaun Hand is going to move in. The right side. A lot of little competition there between him and Mario Edwards. Lost some competition here at strong safety, probably with a rookie as well. Maybe. Ooh. I don't know about him being not drafted. Ooh. I'm not sure. Okay, let's look at free agents. The two we have so far. We're not competing with anyone. League signings. Devontae Adams goes to the Colts. Jason Kelsey to the Dolphins. McCoy to the Jets. J.C. Jackson to the Chargers. That's a good signing. Clowney to the Chargers. That's a good signing. Marlon Mack to the Jets. Van Der Esch to the Bengals. Okay. Yeah, I could see myself making that move. Given that defense and age. Robert Tonyan. Keanu Neal. That's a good one for the Broncos. Harrison to the Texans. Njoku. Okay, that's a good one for the Colts. Maurice Hurst. Damian Williams. Mike Hughes. Nothing that I would be concerned with. Isaiah Oliver to the Lions. Will Hernandez, it's a great signing. With two retirements in their offensive line, they bring in Will Hernandez, the 49ers. I mean, there's no one I look and say, like, that is a massive signing that we're going to have to compete with. Like, Adams is out of the division now. And no one else really entered the division, so maybe we get better, but I'm not sure what all the other teams are doing at this point. Okay, stage 3. Ricky Seals-Jones accepts our contract, so that's a good one there. Von Miller, the Bengals. McCoy to the Jets. Gallup goes to the Steelers. That's a good signing. I mean, I'm not seeing a lot. I'm not seeing anything that would be like, oh, I'm not expecting that. Going to free agency 4. Trask accepts. Hicks accepts. So what are the negotiations I did have? Gary and Beasley. So we'll see what they do. So this is who we bring in. Deshaun Hand to play across and compete against Mario Edwards Jr. To play next to Hicks, or across from Hicks technically. Will Parks for some competition with Jordan Fuller and likely a rookie that we draft. Jordan Hicks comes in as a reserve guy in case we can't pull in a middle linebacker from the draft, or I didn't really see anything in free agency that we could compete against. Jermaine Ifedi comes in to either play right guard or possibly be a reserve guy on the line. We know he could play right guard, right tackle, so it's a good reserve guy at the least. Ricky Seals-Jones comes in to play behind Cole Kmet. We'll see if we get a rookie to compete for with him. We're probably going to keep 4 tight ends like normal. And Kyle Trask comes in to back up Justin Fields, the guy that was supposed to be the successor to Tom Brady. It looks like they are going in a different direction at backup quarterback for whatever reason. So let's go to the draft. I don't know if the draft smoke blindness is fixed. So I do want to warn you that you might be blinded with the smoke issues in the white light. I do want to apologize for that. That's something in the game. If it's still in the game, they haven't patched it. So that's not on my side. So here we go. Start the draft. Okay. So the Eagles have the first pick in the draft, the third pick in the draft, and the 6th pick in the draft. I'm going to say this right now. Our Eagles franchise is going to be so good because we got the first overall pick projected, I think, at this point. Because the Dolphins are so bad. So, let's see who the Eagles take with the first pick in the NFL draft in 2022. And it's going to be Willie Bass, quarterback out of Michigan State. So either some competition against Jalen Hurts or possibly their successor to Jalen Hurts, Willie Bass, Michigan State quarterback. The Lions in our division is going to go Brad Jackman. So maybe looking to move on after the trading of Stafford to the Rams. Looking at possibly getting someone that could move on from Jared Goff. The Eagles, with their next pick, their second in the top 10, they're going to go Jose Hillhouse. And I agree with this pick. This makes the Eagles' defense, especially in pass coverage, much, much better. We didn't have a chance to even remotely get him unless we had a top 5 pick at the least and trade around. Jose Hillhouse, cornerback out of Buffalo. Now it is the Buffalo Bills. They're the 4th pick. And they're going to go Derek Boyd, middle linebacker out of Michigan State. A couple Michigan State players going in the top 5. That's a good one there to help pretty much play the inside linebacker spot alongside Tremaine Edmonds. The Steelers. I do want to see. Let's see what the Steelers do here. At number 5, they're going to go Marquez Monroe, free safety out of Oklahoma State. Okay. I thought they had a good safety already. Let's see what tandem they're working with. So they put him with Mika Fitzpatrick. So they do have Terrell Edmonds, and they go ahead and pick up a new safety to compete or start over Terrell Edmonds. So I'm not sure I agree with that pick. There's many other players on the board, including some receiver talent that DeMar Arrington or maybe Holtz or Greenwood or even Tyreek Tompkins would have been a better pick for them, in my opinion. But, okay. The Eagles, with their 3rd pick in the top 10, they're going to pick Marcus, I always said Marquise. Marcus Richmond, left tackle, trying to protect the backside of their newly drafted quarterback or Jalen Hurts. Washington football team, it's 7. Take Calvin Flynn. So we're not going to see Heineke take over this job. It looks like it's going to be Calvin Flynn since Fitzpatrick moved on. So we'll have a new rookie in the league, probably starting in Washington. The Lions, their second pick in the top 10. It's Emmett Adams, right outside linebacker out of Georgia. Okay. Owen Adams out of Stanford goes over to Carolina. They traded for Sam Darnold, and maybe they need some competition with Sam Darnold to try to elevate his play, but I don't know about that pick. The Falcons going to take Jalen Tiller, right tackle, out of NC State. The Jets, Jaden Heap, right guard out of Penn State. Okay. Going to protect their second-year guy. The Vikings take Daniel Boozman, trying to get to the quarterback. That's a decent pick for them, I would say. The Ravens take Larry Vernon, strong safety out of Oklahoma. Now this one, I am not so sure about the Ravens pick here. Obviously, we're going to pick best player available. But the Ravens picking Vernon, strong safety. With Chuck Clark, who's 27, and Deshaun Elliott. Maybe they want to pair someone with Deshaun Elliott. It does make sense now. Vernon and Elliott come in and make one of the scary young tandems in the league. So that makes more sense now that we look at their roster. Marcus Tillman, quarterback. Wow. He's going to be buried on the depth chart after taking Stratton in the first round. The Broncos go with corner in the first round again. Fangio. Now we'll have Fuller, Callahan, Darby, Surtain. Just, what are they doing in... This logic is not smart. New coach in New York, they're going to take Micah Holt. So that's a good pick for them. Trying to get up their receiver core there for Danny Dimes. Cardinals go Daniel Means, corner out of Colorado. Ooh. That might be a scary pick. We were looking at Means as a possible draft pick. We knew we weren't going to be able to get him. The Cardinals pull him in with a core of Byron Murphy and DJ Reed. He maybe slides in the slot or outside. That is... Okay, that is a scary tandem. 3. Texans take Malcolm Thomas. Steve Bingham goes to the Raiders. Now, the Patriots tend to trade back. And do they have a hole? I don't think they'd make that trade. So we're going to take Trevor Freeman, replacing McCourty, who left in the offseason. Cowboys are going to go DeMar Arrington, receiver out of Florida. Greg Davis out of Auburn goes to Miami. The Packers, the 22nd pick, take Dwayne Cash for trying to fill that hole of Devontae Adams, who left. Dwayne Cash, 76 overall receiver out of Oklahoma. That is a fantastic pick. Reuben Jenkins, right outside linebacker, goes to the Panthers. Now this, the Chargers, could be one we trade up. Kind of trying to see who would make this deal. PJ Hall here, 27. Okay, maybe we trade up here. If we did trade up, who would we be going for? Darren Goldson? I don't see there's a reason we would go for a middle linebacker. We have Clint Moore here. Michigan State speed rusher. Late first round. We have Darren Goldson out of Clemson. Mid first round, he's got Purdue. Pursuit, finesse moves, hip power. I think Clint Moore would just be a better one. Pursuit. He's just not going to have the power to do it. Corner, it's not something I would expect. Paul Carr here, second round talent. Projected in the second round. I don't think that's going to be one. Roman Russell was a guy that we're looking at. Maybe our second round pick. If he's there. Could Greenfield play in the outside? I think he could. 4.74, 295. I think he could. Vogel's still here. No, not in the first round. We're not going to trade up in the first round. So Thomas Murrett, defensive tackle out of TCU, a good pick. Nick Greenfield, left end out of Clemson, goes to the Browns. The 26th, the Jets are going to take Ramon Staley, right end out of Texas Tech. The Bengals are going to take Craig Keys, right guard out of Michigan. The Bucks, the 28th pick, are going to take Don Moore, right end out of Arkansas. The Saints are going to take Theo Riddick, receiver out of Oregon State. The Chiefs are going to take Trent Roan, right end out of Michigan. And the Titans are going to take Ramon Emerson, halfback out of Washington State. Now we are on the clock. So we do have some ones here. What draft is this? This is 2022, right? This is 2022. So trade back to the 36th pick and we pick up a 4th rounder. Trade back to the 56. We pick up a 3rd rounder next year and a 6th rounder this year. Trade back to the 43rd. We get a 3rd round this year. Trade back to 51 and we get a 3rd round this year. Ooh. Trade back to 35, we get a 5th round. Trade back 2 picks. Trade back 6 picks. Get a 4th round and a 7th. We're going to trade with Miami. So Miami trades up in the 1st round to draft Curtis Roth, right end of Auburn. The Colts are going to take Cordell Greenwood, receiver out of Alabama. The Lions with their 2nd round pick, Kevin Lawrence, receiver out of Florida State. We got a streak of receivers coming off. As the Eagles take Damian Galloway, tight end out of Missouri, teaming him up with Dallas Goedert. The Bills take Darren Golson, left outside linebacker out of Clemson. That was probably going to be our pick. Clint Moore, right outside linebacker, goes to the Steelers. And we're on the clock. So the 2, that's just how it goes sometimes. The 2 guys that we were to pick there are off the board. Then we trading back to the Eagles was the best idea. This is a middle linebacker piece, Calvin Stratton. Not a lot of speed though. Ramon Russell. I mean, I think here we go Ramon Russell. Best player available. Out of Texas, hip power, tackle, pursuit. Not the fastest though, that's the thing. Paul Carr. Zone coverage, hip power, pursuit. I think he can move over to strong safety. Late 2nd round though. Yep, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get some competition at strong safety. It's going to be Roman Russell. Will be our 1st round pick. Or our first pick. Actually, no, that's 3rd round talent. I think we should take him with our next pick. Oh, I can't make a decision here. Just don't see him being an early 2nd rounder. Can Vincent Mooney step out at 265? 2 tackle, hip power. Oh, that's interesting. Let's take a look at that. What is our... What is... I want to see the stats. What is 250? Max about 260. It's your typical... Is your off-ball linebackers. There's the Broncos. 255. Chubb is 275. So yeah, I think that could be that. I think that's within the weight that I would do. So that makes sense. So Sears, who is it? Mooney, to a 265 speed rusher. I think we can kick him out to outside linebacker. He's got that good speed, even at 265, 6'4". Let's do it. Vincent Mooney is our first pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. And we reached, and he is a 70 overall. Probably not the best pick there, but good finesse moves, block shedding, good strength. I mean, we took a chance. That's a very Ryan Pace pick. That's for sure. Derek Cutler, tight end out of Michigan, goes to Washington. The Rams, Will Myers out of Penn State. The Jets, Chuck Pierce out of Texas A&M. Falcons take Troy Shivers, cornerback out of Texas A&M. The Seahawks, Deontay Drummond, halfback out of Wake Forest. The Vikings, Alex Sears. We'll have to look at him. I wasn't too big on him. Matt Leonard, left outside linebacker to Washington for the Ravens. Broncos, Austin Hamilton, defensive tackle to Boise. Calvin Stratton. Yeah, he's a good off-ball linebacker, probably. Deontay Cruthers, halfback. Tyreek Thompson, 74 overall, receiver out of Colorado, goes to the Raiders. That's a great pick. Robbie Samuel, middle linebacker out of LSU. Jake Baker, tight end Alabama, goes to Cowboys. DeAndre Pearman. I mean, who needs a defensive tackle at this point? Cardinals. Keith Short, that's a good halfback pick. Paul Carr. Okay. Justin Roman. Malcolm Kirkland. Is he still there? We're not trading up for a guy that's not going to be starting. Josh Kane. Clyde Knox. Okay. Backing up Joe Burrow. Clayton Kennedy. Rudy Jenkins. Roy Raymond. Dwayne Warner. Okay. Zacharet's still there. I think we have to go with our plan. Roman Russell. Gonna be our second pick out of Texas. Kin Dev. Let's go. That's a fantastic pick there. Okay. Good hit power. We got a competition at strong safety, so thought we had an extra third round pick. Okay, so let's skip ahead to our picks here. We got 2 fourth round picks. The best player available. Whoops. Best player available, I would say, is the tight end, Ruben Selvey. Wow. What a tight end room. Okay. I like Thurman Fulchner. But I do like Blanton. I think Whitlock can play that right tackle position. .22 power. We're about 22. Let's take Devin Whitlock. Normal? Okay. Likely a reserve guy or right guard. He's going to compete for right guard probably. Go Fulchner. $67. Okay. That's a good best player available. Let's take Will Fuller or Fowler. Okay. Good reserve linebacker. Let's just pick 2 flyers. This will be a 6th receiver. Okay. That's not a bad. It made it seem like that was a horrible pick. Oh, I got the last 2 picks. Um, Go Alex Baldwin. I mean, that's not a bad skill set. I mean, I got the last 2 picks. Those are 7th round picks. Okay, draft recap. See how it looks. Vincent Mooney. Russell. Selvey. Whitlock. And he'll compete for that right guard position. Fulcher, Fowler, Hughes, Baldwin, and Harrison. So I think that's good for a backup left tackle. Let's look at anything. Anything particular you wanted to look at? Golson. Darren Golson. Yep. Daniel Means. Yep, we knew he'd be hidden dev. Looks good for them. The other one we were thinking of Stratton, that middle linebacker spot. He looks good. Rookie out of Michigan. No dev trait, but we saw Greenwood. Yeah, he's, other than his route running, he looks great. Barnett had a draft story. Okay, he's buried on that defense. Bass, hidden dev. Hillhouse, hidden dev, rookie out of Buffalo. Richmond does not have a hidden dev, but wow. That's, oh my Jesus, the Eagles. Such a good draft. It's going to be so fun drafting with them. Calvin Flynn. Normal, rookie out of Virginia. Okay. That was the best tight end. One of the best. Okay. Micah Holt. That's a good one for the Giants. Reuben Jenkins. A car. I like the guy that we picked a lot better. Yeah, I didn't think Staley was going to be there. Brad Jackman, rookie out of Ohio State. Another Ohio State quarterback in the division. Okay. Interesting there. The guy that sat behind Justin Fields. Or maybe there was a quarterback controversy there. I don't know. It's going to be great. Seeing that. Dwayne Cash. Ooh. This guy looks like he's going to be fantastic. He is 5'10", though. Okay, that's a good pick for them. Saw Robbie Samuel come off from LSU. Ooh. Even though he's only like a 60, like 65 or 66 overall. Good tackle, good speed, good hit power. He's going to be good. Okay. So Zach Rett, rookie out of Virginia Tech. Good speed, good catching, good acceleration, decent spec catch. Okay, that's a good pick. Tyreek Tompkins, rookie out of Colorado, 6'3", Has some speed, good route. Oh, that's going to be good for them. Jeez. So we saw Larry Vernon, rookie out of Oklahoma. Okay, yeah, we had no chance of getting him. Matt Leonard. Maybe Matt Leonard should have been the pick. I don't think he was on our radar. Theo Riddick, in a draft story, rookie out of Ohio State. Looks pretty good. Marquise Monroe. He's going to be so good. Oh, Clint Moore. Yep. Clint Moore. It should have been our pick. Alex Sears. Okay. That's a fantastic pick. Who was the other team that picked right before us? At 5. At 4, so it was Golson. Well, any more retirements? Drew Stanton decides to call it quits. I didn't know he was still on there. So let's adjust the roster. I'm going to adjust the CPU roster off screen so some of the rookies will play, but we'll just kind of look at ours. So Fields superstar after winning the Super Bowl, having the Rookie of the Year campaign. We bring in Kyle Trask as a backup to Justin Fields, so we'll see a little bit of that. And Ryan Finley is really the third quarterback there. David Montgomery, Cohen, Herbert, Baldwin's here, and Pierce. So Baldwin will likely be the one on the practice squad. And we'll go with Montgomery, Cohen, and Herbert. Receiver, Robinson, Mooney. Marquise Goodwin is out, so it's a competition for that third receiver. And so that's between Riley Ridley, Daz Newsome, Thurman Fulcher, the rookie out of Northern Illinois, and Oscar Hughes, the rookie out of Army. So we'll see who can fight for that third receiver spot. Tight end, Cole Kmet is here, and then we'll have a competition between Ruben Selvey and Ricky Seals-Jones. Lovett is just a reserve guy here because we do use our tight end and an H-back. So whoever doesn't win this competition will end up being the H-back playing some fullback. At right tackle will be Telvin Jenkins. And then Harrison and Hambone here. Kind of fighting for that reserve spot. James Daniels, of course, going to be our left guard. Mustaford's, of course, our center. Effetti and Whitlock are going to be in a competition here for right guard. Simmons, just a reserve guy. Borum here is our starting right tackle. Akeem Hicks will be our left end. At 32 years old, got himself a new contract. His 10th year in the season. Angelo Blackson will back up him. Over at right end, we have a competition between Mario Edwards Jr. and Deshaun Hand. And see what's going on with that. London and Archibong, just reserve guys that we need some depth here, and I think that's a good way to go through it. Eddie Goldman on the trade block again this year. I don't know if we're going to move him. I do like Nichols. Nichols coming up and playing, and then we do have Tonga here, the big guy out of BYU that can plug that center. Khalil Mack, of course, our starting outside linebacker. Mooney needs to be on the right, not the left, so I did mess up that. Going to be on the right. So Khalil Mack, obviously our starting outside linebacker. On the left side, Travis Gibson learning behind him. Middle linebacker, we have Roquan Smith that's starting. And then a competition between Jordan Hicks, Quincy Williams, and Will Fuller for that spot. Hicks has it. It's his spot to lose at this point on a one-year deal. But we could see some impact from Quincy Williams or Will Fowler. Robert Quinn and Vincent Mooney are in a competition out here. Quinn played pretty good last season on his last year of his deal, I think. At this point, I think maybe 2 years. So they gave him 3 years. They gave him an insane deal that was silly. In real life, there's an out, I think, after year 3. But for whatever reason, Madden doesn't have those things like player options or team options or anything like that, obviously. So we just have to deal with the fact that Robert Quinn has a massive contract, and, well, what do we do? We'll see if Mooney can break up in the starting lineup there. Cornerback, obviously, it's going to be Jalen Johnson. Here, Vildor has that second corner. It's his to lose at that point. He played so well. We do have Thomas Graham. Again, nickel corner. It's his to lose. Duke Shelley, Brandon Ickles, and Trey Robertson. Pretty just competing to see who stays on the roster and who's on the practice squad. At free safety, we probably need to sign a reserve free safety. At strong safety, because Eddie Jackson's obviously our starting free safety. At strong safety, we have a three-way battle right now. Jordan Fuller, Will Parks, and Ramon Russell. So we will likely play a hybrid like we did last year with Bush and Sean Gibson. Who that guy is that can play in the box, I'm not sure. Who knows? But right now, the rookie Russell does have a depth trait. I think he's got some better. His 84 speed is not the greatest compared to the other guys. 86, and Jordan Fuller is at 87. So Jordan Fuller is more of a guy that can move around, but I think right now it's Fuller probably is the edge to lead right at the moment, but good three-way competition there. Carlos Santos is going to be our kicker, our punter, Pat O'Donnell. Our draft picks going into next year. Round pick, a 3, 4, 5, 2 6s, and a 7. So we'll be able to make some big, impactful picks here. And from now on, after going into the season or the off season, we will see who kind of does their roster changes. We'll go through our opponents' roster. So there is a couple of guys that I want to see, and we do have this video. I do like this, that how this is put in there. I think this is only for year 1 though, so we'll see who was inducted into the Hall of Fame.
When DeMarcus Ware was selected 11th overall in the 2005 NFL Draft, he became the first Troy University player to ever be chosen in the opening round. Now, 17 years later, he's the first Trojan to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. His 138.5 sacks rank 9th all-time in NFL history. And his 9 Pro Bowl selections are tied with fellow legends like Walter Payton, Ed Reed, Derek Thomas, and John Elway. Now, DeMarcus joins them in the Hall of Fame.
So we dropped some frames there, unfortunately, over on YouTube. But I wanted to just say, DeMarcus Ware, probably one of my favorite players in the league, player-wise, at the time when he was playing. I think in a lot of my franchises, I ended up putting him on the team, especially later on in his career with some of my Bears franchises that I ended up playing. I think that was before I played YouTube at that point, before I was doing YouTube. I don't think even in our so before my even first Bears franchise. I think I did around like 2017, maybe 2018 for YouTube. So I was still playing a lot of strategy games at that time. I always had DeMarcus Ware on my team. Eventually after the first year, because he was always in free agency. I really like DeMarcus Ware. So, some good stuff. So I do like that is in the game. So what kind of sucks with that is we can't actually see who is in the entire list. Like, it would be cool to have, like, that is your highlight player. The player is highlighted in DeMarcus Ware. But it should come up with a list if there's any other inductees. Which kind of does suck because we can't see it. We have to look in the stats portion, I think. Oh, it's records. Legacy. Yeah, so we have to look in here. So it becomes Larry Fit. So we had, obviously John Madden is there. AP gets in the Hall of Fame. Jason Peters, Ben Roethlisberger, Larry Fitzgerald, obviously DeMarcus Ware. DeMarcus Ware isn't in the game, so he's not going to be in this legacy portion. These are only for the guys that are in the league. In the game, Madden always has one because, well, it's John Madden football. So these are your guys that are in. Good to see Fitz. I think he's a first ballot. Roethlisberger's in there. Peters. AP, of course, first ballot. Roethlisberger's probably a first ballot as well. And Peters, a lot of yearly awards. I would think, depending on who he goes up against, he might be a first or maybe a second ballot. One thing I would like to see is Madden, Devin Hester, is going to be in the Hall of Fame. You better make a video for Devin Hester. The best return man in NFL history. So, we are going to sign a couple of guys to end the stream. And that is a couple of guys for backups. So, some people that can play practice squad. So, Salvin Ahmed. Nope, we're not signing you to a massive deal like that. Because that's silly. Really? Okay. Quarterback, we're fine. Halfback. Julius Ware. Yeah, I like Julius Ware. So we'll see what he can do. Sign him another halfback. We gotta sign some guys as well. Juwan Johnson, Chad Reed, John Bennett, Von Whitmore, Jaleel Hurts out of Western Kentucky. More of a slot guy. You know what? I'll take him. We'll take him and on Whitmore on the Mississippi Valley State. Possession catch, covers ball. Okay. We'll see a little bit of Quan Whitmore. Bring in an extra tight end as well. Al Klein out of Oklahoma State. 55 overall, though. Linesman. Russ Ellsworth. We do need to bring in a couple guys for reserve. Okay, and let's bring in Alex Bars. Okay. AC Hill. Looking for guys here. USC. Roger Hughes. Okay. DJ Barnett. I mean, our middle linebacking portion is completely open. Like TJ Edwards is here. We definitely need to bring in someone here. Who were the guys that we had contracts to? Maybe we bring in Xavier Rhodes to compete with Vildor. I actually like that idea. To bring in someone to compete with Vildor. Not Pat Pete. Not Trey Waynes. Bring in Xavier Rhodes. I want Vildor to have someone that he has to compete against. I do like that idea. Okay, look for someone who is cheap. Hill. 26 out of Stanford. Let's do it. And those would be my big free agent signings at that point. Let's look at how many we have on our roster, which can only be checked here for whatever reason. A 63 out of 75. Okay, so we'll have 10 cuts by the end of the by the start of the season, which I'm fine with. That's 10 cuts and or practice squad players. Completely good with that. Now, our preseason is Raiders, Bengals, Bills. Thank you. That is fixed that we don't play a division rival in the preseason. Because that was silly. If you didn't know, the past 2 to 3 Maddens before this, the Bears would always play the Lions in week 2 or 3 of the preseason, and then it'd be hilarious because you'd probably play the Lions in the first 5 weeks of the season. And I've actually had it before where I believe it was week 3, it was the Lions. Then we had preseason week 4, whoever that we played then. Week 1, the Lions. Then we had a game, and in week 2, the Lions, where we literally played the Lions 3 times in 5 weeks. Like, it was absolutely silly. So I'm glad that's fixed in that. But that'll be it for this episode. In the next stream, what we'll end up doing is probably simming some of the preseason and seeing how our players do from there. I'm going to do some maintenance outside of the stream to make sure players are playing where they should, and the guys they drafted could switch sides and play positions where they don't have anyone playing. And we'll kind of fix some of the teams so their best players are on the field at that particular time. So thank y'all for joining me, guys. Well, I kind of figured the Thursday night game was going to be interesting, to say the least. It is the Texans, and the Texans kind of lost it later on in the game. It does suck that Christian McCaffrey went down with an injury. That's big. Hopefully it's not serious. I do enjoy Christian McCaffrey and what he can do with the football. Kind of makes me miss Tariq Cohen and the Bears offense and watching that on Sundays. So with this, it will be a Madden stream on Sunday for Sunday Night Football. We can rant and rave if you're a Bears fan or any other team. Try to watch at least the highlights before the stream, before that. Yeah, I know last Sunday it was all about the Bears, and well, that Monday stream was all about frustrating stuff with the Bears. So, do have that. So on Sunday we'll be there. I think it is. I can look on the app here. Hold on. Don't know what's going on with the NFL app. After the game is done, my phone is just like stuck. Or the NFL app is stuck. One of the two. So let's see who it is. Sunday night. So Sunday it is the Packers and the 49ers. So we'll be live for that Madden Sunday Night Football game at around 7:20, somewhere in there. I think we were live around like 7:23 or something like that. On top of that, tomorrow we will be starting our Pathfinder Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous playthrough. And we'll be going for a pretty beefy stream tomorrow, probably 5-6 hours. And we'll get through some Pathfinder. I'm excited to play. I'm excited for the punishment. So I will see you all tomorrow around 4, and we will hop in to Pathfinder. Later, guys.